Shalom, shalom, Yasha. This is your brother Thawam Mayum, coming from the Sheep of Berea camp. First and foremost, I'd like to give infinity honors and praises and glory to my Lord and my Savior, Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashim, Rakar Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS. Salutations and much respect to you brothers that are doing the truth sincerely across the four corners of the earth and not for vain glory. Well, today's lesson is about Doeg. Never forget. Never forget. Because David never forgot. Okay? When somebody show you who they are, you know the term, believe it. So this devil has a track record, okay? And our ancestors wanted us to know about their track record and how they get down, okay? And this is about King David, man. So let's go into it. Doeg.
Strong's H, 1673. Doeg.
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 Doeg. Salakia. Doeg. All right? And that word Doeg means fearing. Okay? He was an Edomite. And this is Israel's number one enemy. These are the people that help put your behind on them slave ships. These are the people that keep your people oppressed. All right? That promote these wicked narratives about us being ghetto, poor, ignorant, thugs. Okay? It says a chief of Saul's herdsmen who slew all the priests. Let's go into that, man. Fearing. That's his name, man. And when you look up that word fearing or fear, it says a very unpleasant or disturbing feeling caused by the presence or imminence of danger. It says to be afraid or frightened, to be uneasy. See, this devil is uneasy. Y'all Israelites, or you blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, y'all looking at this devil like he got everything under control. But he's afraid. That's why he's doing what he's afraid. He's afraid. Doeg was afraid, man. Okay? So let's go into the scriptures, man. Let's get an understanding of who Doeg was, man. This is 1 Samuel 21 in the King James Bible, verse 1. It says, Then came David to Nob, to Ahimelech, the priest. Why? Because David was on the run. It was an internal war going on with the nation of Israel between David, the house of David, and the house of Saul. And you're seeing that now to this very day. It says, And Ahimelech was afraid at the meeting of David and said unto him, Why art thou alone, and no man with thee? And David said unto Ahimelech, the priest, the king have commanded me a business, and have said unto me, Let no man know anything of the business whereabout I send thee, and what I have commanded thee. And I have appointed my servants to such and such a place. So David had to supplant a priest. Okay? He basically lied to a priest so he could get supplies. Because he was on the run. He didn't have no food. He didn't even have no weapon. Okay? But let me ask y'all a question. This is another note, something to think about. When you think about Ananias and Sapphira, right? When you read the book of Acts, when they lied to the apostles, Peter and them, what happened to them? They got put to death. So you see, the Most High can have mercy on who he want to have mercy on, man. And David was doing this out of righteousness, man. Okay? It says, verse 3, Now therefore, what is under thy hand? Give me 5 loaves of bread in my hand, or what there is present. So he said, Yo, listen, the king sent me here. Yo, I need to get some bread. I'm hungry. But Saul didn't never send him there. Saul wanted David dead at this point. Okay? It says, And the priest answered David and said, There is no common bread under my hand, but there is hollow bread, if the young men have kept themselves at least from a woman. So he said, Listen, I have hollow bread, bread that's for the Lord, This is hollow bread. Not no regular person could, be around the hollow bread or touch the hollow bread or consume the hollow bread. All right. But the high priest, which proves that what? David ain't die when he ate this bread. It says, and David answered the priest and said unto him, of a truth have been kept from us. It says, of a truth, women have been kept from us about these 3 days since I came out, and the vessels of the young men are holy, and the bread is in a manner common. Yea, though it were sanctified this day in the vessel. You see? So what was the priest say? Yo, listen, man, have you been dealing with any woman? That lets you know when it's time for war, you ain't supposed to be around no women. When you see Floyd Mayweather and these UFC, these boxers and all these guys that be training, they don't be around women because it's wartime. Okay? You're not supposed to be defiled. Okay? Get your mind right. Okay? It says, verse 6, it says, so the priest gave him hollow bread, for there was no bread there but the showbread, that it was taken from before the Lord to put hot bread in the day when it was taken away. So what? David ate the hollow bread. The Most High didn't judge him for that. The Most High have mercy on who he want to have mercy on. Okay? It says, now a certain man of the servants of Saul was there that day. All right? Detained before the Lord, and his name was Doeg, an Edomite, the chiefest of the herdmen that belonged to Saul. So Doeg was there. And this is bad, man. You brothers got to understand, man. Y'all got to be careful on these phones because they monitor these phones. They monitoring my phones. You got to be careful what you do on the internet because they got your account. They see what websites you go on. Do not underestimate these devils, man. All right? And I'm going to show you, man. It says, and his name was Doeg, an Edomite, the chiefest of the herdmen that belonged to Saul. And he was a herdsman under Saul. And David said unto Ahimelech, and is there not here under thy hand spear or sword? For I have neither brought my sword nor my weapons with me, because the king's business required haste. So he was lying. Like, yo, I need a weapon, you know? I got to protect myself, man, because this dude Saul wanted to kill me, man. It says, verse 9, and the priest said, the sword of Goliath, the Philistine, whom thou slewest in the valley of Elah, behold, it is here wrapped in cloth behind the ephod. If thou would take that, take it, for there is no other save that here. And David said, there is none like that, give it me. So the priest said, listen, man, I got the weapon that you killed Goliath with. You could take that. Because the priest wasn't no warriors, man. They wasn't training and doing combat classes and none of that. All right, they was priests. It says, verse 10, and David arose, and David said, there is none like that, give it to me, give it me. So he said, let me get the sword. And David arose and fled that day for fear of Saul, and went to Achish, the king of Gath. So, this dude, Doeg, he's seen that. He's seen that whole account. He never once said that he wanted to do anything maliciously to Saul. He just wanted some food because he was on the run, and he wanted a weapon just to protect himself, man. He's seen that, man. To give you an understanding what type of dude this was, man. Verse 22. It says, this is 1 Samuel's, the 22nd chapter now. Y'all go to the 7th verse. It says, then Saul said unto his servants that stood about him, hear now, ye Benjamites, will the son of Jesse give every one of you fields and vineyards, and make you all captains in thousands and captains of hundreds? Why? Because Saul was running around with the Benjamites. He was a Benjamite. And he was so hungry for David, man. He wanted David bad. So there he goes with the manipulation tactics. Yo, man, you Benjamites, man. Yo, you think David gonna look out? When it says son of Jesse, that means David. You think David gonna look out for y'all like I look out for y'all? You think he gonna give y'all land, fields, and vineyards? You think he gonna make you a general, a commander? Because Saul was looking at things carnally because he was in position to do them things, not knowing that the Lord was about to cut him down. Verse 8, that all you have conspired against me. So Saul thought His own men were conspiring against him. He was becoming a madman. And there is none that showeth me that my son have made a league with the son of Jesse. Right? Because that's when he found out that he knew that Jonathan and David, Jonathan was his son. But Jonathan knew that his father was bugged the hell out. So Jonathan started, playing Jesse close. I mean, the son of Jesse, which is David close. It says, and there is none of you that is sorry for me. There you go manipulating. You ain't sorry for me? Or show up unto me that my son have stirred up my servant against me to lie and wait as at this day. So he was just, Saul was wicked as hell, man. Verse 9. It says, then answered Doeg the Edomite, which was set over the servants of Saul. He had status under Saul. He was a chief servant. And that's going to be the lot of you Edomites in the future. Y'all going to be servants, man. It says, and said, I saw the son of Jesse coming to Nob, to Ahimelech, the son of Etib. You see that? So here he come. You need to mind your damn business, man. It says, and he inquired of the Lord for him, and gave him victuals, and gave him the sword of Goliath the Philistine. So he told him everything. But he left out key facts. You see? He left out key facts. It says, then the king sent to call Ahimelech the priest, the son of Etib, and all his father's house, the priests that were in Nob, and they came all of them to the king. And Saul said, hear now, thou son of Etib. And he answered, here I am, my lord. And Saul said unto him, why have you conspired against me, thou and the son of Jesse, David, and that thou hast given him bread and a sword, and hast inquired of the Most High for him, that he should rise against me to lie in wait as at this day? Now let me ask you a question. It ain't like they had the internet or TV. They didn't even know that David was on the run. They didn't even know. They didn't get a text message, yo, be careful. They didn't know David was on the run. I'm pretty sure if they did know, they probably would have denied him. They probably would have denied David what he wanted. So Saul is looking at it like, yo, y'all guys don't got no loyalty to me, man. How would y'all do such a thing, man? But all because wicked behind Doeg, the damn Edomite, man. That's what they do. That's the type of stuff. They stir the pot. Okay? It says, I'm gonna jump to verse 14. It says, then Ahimelech answered the king and said, and who is so faithful among all thy servants as David, which is the king's son-in-law, and goeth at the bidding and is honorable in thy house? So what did he say? He said, yo, who's more servant than David? Not only is he married to your daughter, or he's your son-in-law, but he's also your bodyguard. He's the captain of your bodyguard. Because David was the muscle, man. All right? He was a prophet. He was most spiritual, but he also was the muscle. He the one that killed Goliath. Okay? So what the hell was he supposed to do? Ain't like he knew. It says, did I then begin to inquire of God for him? Be it far from me, let not the king impute anything unto his servant, nor to all the house of my father, for thy servant knew nothing of this, less or more. And that's how you know this is a Jake. Who says that? More or less. Jake says that. Less or more. More or less. You know what I'm saying? That's spiritual, man. When you see Jake say that, that's spiritual, man. So what was he saying? He said, yo, this is not my first time basically inquiring for David. I didn't know, man. And he asked for mercy. He said, yo, please don't kill me or accuse me for being a traitor to you, man. Verse 16, and the king said, thou shalt surely die, Ahimelech. You see that? So this damn Doeg got somebody put to death, man. He could have said, yo, listen, they didn't know, but they did give David the weapon. They did give him the bread, but David never said anything harmful about you. To be honest with you, he was scared of you. He ran away. But Esau hyped it up. Yeah, David went and got a weapon just to take you out, man. Verse 16, and the king said, thou shalt surely die, Ahimelech, and all thy father's house. Verse 17, and the king said unto the footmen that stood about him, turn and slay the priests of the Lord. Look how crazy this dude. This dude, Saul, was bugged out. You gonna kill your priests? It says, because their hand also is with David, and because they knew when he fled and did not show it to me. But the servants of the king would not put forth their hand to fall upon the priests of the Lord. So the Benjamites, they wasn't that stupid. They said, oh, hell no. We're not killing no damn priests, man. Now you going too far. Saul, you're going too far, Saul. Yeah, man, you're going too far. They ain't that stupid. Verse 18, but look who's going to step up to the plate. And the king said to Doeg, turn thou and fall upon the priests. And Doeg the Edomite turned, and he fell upon the priests, and slew on that day 75 persons that did wear linen ephod. He killed 85, man. Priests. You wicked bastard, man. And I'm pretty sure he enjoyed every second of it. Every second of it. He enjoyed every second, every puncture, every stab wound, every punch. He enjoyed every second of it, man. And Saul was too evil to see that, man. Okay? It says, verse 19, and Nob, the city of the priests, smote he with the edge of the sword, both men. He killed the men, the women, the children, future priests, and sucklings, and oxen. He killed the animals, and asses, and sheep with the edge of the sword. You see the damn hatred this devil had for us, man? But mind you, when the Most High told Saul to kill on the Amalek king and all that, and slay everybody, he didn't do that. This dude Doeg was wicked as hell. This is infuriating, man. Because to this day, man, you got people that don't even really see what this devil is doing. This is not about no coronavirus. This is not about no digital wallet. This is all, he moved crooked, man. He want the priests. He want to kill us. He want to convert us. This is the real understanding. You brothers that's on the fence, yo, man, should I be in this truth? He want to take you out. He wants you to be up under him. It says, and one of the sons of Ahimelech, the son of Itib, named Abiathar, escaped and fled after David. And Abiathar showed David that Saul had slain the Lord's priest. So he probably brung a garment like, yo, man, they just killed the priest, man. They just killed the whole city of Nob. Nah. And David said unto Abiathar, I knew it that day when Doeg the Edomite was there, that he would surely tell Saul. So David had an aha moment. He had an aha moment, man. He knew it, man. That's why y'all brothers shouldn't talk around. Don't play around these devils, man. Don't trust them, man. Don't be around them, man. It says, I have occasioned the death of all the persons of thy father's house. So he took responsibility for that. But when you get a deeper understanding, when you read these scriptures, that was prophecy. That was prophecy, man. Because they all came from the house of Eli. And the Most High had condemned the house of Eli that none of them should live or pass their flower. Okay? So David took responsibility for that because he said, damn, when I seen that little dirty Edomite, I should have never said nothing around him, man. I knew he was going to tell. He didn't say nothing to David. Doeg ain't say nothing to David when he see David. But he had a lot to say when David wasn't around. That's how these devils, they cowards. They can't deal with you straight up, man. It says, abide thou with me, fear not, for he that seeketh my life seeketh thy life. So Saul now he only want to kill you. Guess what? He want to kill me. He want to kill you. Anybody that align themselves with me, he want to kill. He said, but with me, thou shalt be in safeguard. Okay? Now, let's go to the Psalms. Because when you read the Psalms, the 52nd chapter, right? This is a Psalms, right? And it says at the very heading, it doesn't say it right here, but if you open up your Bible, it says, to the chief musician, Psalms the 52nd chapter, to the chief musician, Maschil, a psalm of David, when Doeg, the Edomite, came and told Saul and said unto him, David is come to the house of Ahimelech. So David basically wrote a song about this guy, man. He wanted us to remember how wicked this guy is, how wicked his bloodline is, man, how wicked them Edomites are. This is a song. You know how Jake, this dude Chief Keef had a song called Finito, and all this drill music. That's what made drill music pop so much, is that they was calling out, being specific about who they had beef with. They'll call out the block. They'll call out the person. Them dudes like Bobby Shmurda, they would actually make songs and say who they got beef with, you know, what street they got beef with, who they want to kill, you know. So this is David damn near writing drill music right here, letting you know, yo, I got beef with this dude Doeg, man, and his household, man. Psalms 52:1. It says, why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of the Most High endureth continually. So what did he say? I wrote some commentaries, man. It says, why boastest thyself in mischief, O mighty man? That was David speaking, you know, ironically, you know, that was like a joke. Ain't nothing about you mighty, man. You supposed to be a gangster, a top gangster, a goon, Esau, Edom, Doeg. But you killed a bunch of defenseless priests. A bunch of defenseless priests. Them priests never took no tactical training. Knew how to fight. All they was doing the priestly order that the Most High subscribed to them. They was unarmed. They was weak. And you killed them in front of the king. All right? I'm pretty sure he had the Benjamite soldiers around him. But you think you almighty, you know, and you have the damn audacity. It says, why boast this, man? Why are you bragging about that, man? You have the audacity, probably was telling Saul how loyal he is. Or yo, man, I remember I went to Nob and I was riding on them fools, man. I put them priests to death, man. What the hell are you boasting about? That's a coward sucker move, man. Okay? You shouldn't have been exalted. Because guess what? It says, the goodness of the Most High endureth continually. And that's a beautiful contrast, man. Because your hate, because you are a tyrant, will never outlast the Most High's mercy, his love. Ain't that beautiful, man? As much as this devil hate us Israelites, man, he can never outlast the Most High's love, man, that he had for us, man. And when you look at that word mighty in the Blue Letter Dictionary, right? The Hebrew word is it says a strong, mighty, strong man, brave man. It says tyrant, okay? And the word tyrant goes back, it says an extremely oppressive, unjust, or cruel ruler. So this was prophecy, man, because Doeg at that time, He was a herdsman. He wasn't a ruler over nothing. But that showed what happened was Doeg in the future, his bloodline, he was going to come back and be a ruler, man. All right? Because he wasn't mighty then. He was a servant then. That's how you know this is prophecy. It's talking about now. Okay? It says, verse 1, why boastest thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? It says, the goodness of the Most High endureth continually. Verse 2, it says, thou tongue deviseth mischief, like a sharp razor, working deceitful. And that's what he is. He's a cutthroat. His tongue deviseth mischief, man. And what was the mischief? He had an ulterior motive, a secondary motive, an unexpressed motive. So the information that he told Saul, he was trying to inform him because he was a servant. But secretly, Doeg the Edomite, he really hated the priest of the Most High. Like, his main goal, it wasn't about helping out Saul. He wanted to kill the priesthood. You get that? He tried to make it seem like, yo, I'm helping out Saul. But remember, his tongue is like a razor. He had a secondary motive. He really, because the priesthood, that's where Israel get their strength from. You understand that? So that's what that devil was doing. That coronavirus or whatever he's trying to plan, the mark of the beast, is all about attacking the priesthood. Because that's what matters, man. Verse 3, it says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. So what does he love? Evil, man. The word good is not in his damn vocabulary, man. That's why he promote nothing but evil. He promote abortions. He promote everything that goes against Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. He promote lying. He promotes stealing. It says, if evil and good was on a plate, he gonna eat the evil. He gonna prefer the evil, man. And it says lying rather than speaking righteousness, man. He's more at home. His nature is more about lying than speaking the truth, man. And the only time he speak the truth is what? It's for falsehood. He was proud, man. So even though Doeg is gone, right? He got other damn dogs that's barking at us, man. At the Lord's people, man. His bloodline. The Edomites. That's why the scriptures kept calling him an Edomite. So even though he's buried long time ago, guess what? His people are still out here running around, man. Still walking around, going to and fro. It says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Because that's all you did. Your words got innocent men, women, and children, babies killed. Off the words that you put out there, man. It says, verse 5, the Most High shall destroy thee forever. He shall take thee away and pluck thee out of thy dwelling place and root thee out of the land of the living. Salah. And a lot of them damn Edomites, they in the land of Israel because they took our land from us. They all over. But the Most High gonna kick you out of Israel, man. Let's say if the Bible. It says, verse 6, it says, the righteous, right, also shall see and fear and shall laugh at him. And guess what? We're going to see it. Okay. It ain't going to be a secret judgment. Okay. It ain't going to be done on Skype or FaceTime one-on-one. No. This is going to be done in public. In public, man. This is going to be done in public, man. Okay? That's why the scripture says what? Every eye shall see him. All right? Esau, you're going to get embarrassed in front of everybody, man. Okay? It says, what I put? Because guess what? When other men see it, what you think that's going to do? Them other nations going to tighten up. They're going to tighten the hell up. They're going to tighten the hell up. That's what they're going to do. They're going to tighten the hell up. They're going to get in order, man. It says, lo, this is the man that made not God his strength. And that's what's going to be on your damn graveyard. This is the man that made God not his strength. We're going to put that on your damn tombstone, Esau. It's like an inscription right here. This is the man. Lo, this is the man that made not God his strength, but trusted in the abundance of his riches and strengthened himself in his wickedness. You see that? Because you only got the rule for a little bit, man. And what? You trusted in your money. And that's how you know it's talking about future, because Doeg was a slave. He wasn't rich. So it's talking about a future prophecy, man. You trusted in your money. You got strong in your wickedness, man. So what? When you add the wealth and wickedness, it's like Hennessy and Patron. It's a deadly mix, man. And that's how you became a monster, man. That's how you became a damn monster, man. It says, but I'm like a green olive tree in the house of the Most High. I trust in the mercy of the Most High forever and ever. So what did David say, man? He said, I am like what? A green olive tree, man. I'm like a green olive tree before the Lord, man. And that's beautiful, man. Because you want to know why that's beautiful? A green olive tree, you make oil with that. Olive tree have certain benefits, okay? That's why we supposed to come into the house of the Lord. Because that's where David is at. David is in the house of the Lord. Okay? A olive tree boosts your immune system, has a lot of characteristics. And I might do a video about what it means when David said, but I am like a green olive tree in the house of the Lord. That's why we supposed to enter into the house of the Lord. Okay? To boost our immune system up. Okay? And this devil, he knows what's coming to him, man. This is why he's scared, man. He can't control everything. We can't give Esau all them props. You know what I'm saying? He probably didn't think that this disease was going to have an outbreak the way it did. He thought he was going to be able to control it. But Lord willing, the Most High let this thing just keep picking up and picking up and picking up, man. Job 18:5. Yea, the light of the wicked shall be put out. This is what he's afraid of. Never forget this. He has to get paid back for what he did, man. This is why they rushing things. Because he know he gonna get his light gonna get put out. And the spark of his fire shall not shine. The light shall be dark in his tabernacle, and his candle shall be put out with him. The steps of the strength shall be straightened, and his own counsel shall cast him down. His own counsel, his own inventions is going to cast him down. This is what Doeg is afraid of. All them lies from the time of Cain and Abel, from the time of Jacob and Esau, from the time when you was Doeg. You Rothschilds, y'all got to pay for that, man. It says, for he is cast into a net by his own feet, and he walketh upon a snare. So the traps that you set, you fell in it, man. The jinn shall take him by the heel, and the robber shall prevail against him. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah he's gonna rob you, man. That's why it says what? He's gonna come like a thief in the night. He's gonna take the kingdom back. He's gonna take the order, the leadership back in the possession of this world. It says, the snare is laid for him in the ground, and a trap for him in the way. Terrors shall make him afraid on every side and shall drive him to his feet. See, the terror is going to make you afraid on every side, you damn devil, Doeg. You don't know where it's coming from. You don't know. You worrying about the coronavirus. You worrying about terrorist attacks. Your financial system is messed up. And then you got to worry about us. That priesthood is back. That's why he's scared, y'all. He see us out there on them corners, waking up our people. That's why he's scared. He's afraid on every side. Because you got Jake all four corners of the earth prophesying. And before every kingdom fell down, the prophets always came back. That's why you scared, man. You a sucker, man. You a coward. You didn't tell Saul the truth and be like, yo, Saul, listen, man, yo, this dude really scared of you. No. That was your opportunity to further on the BS and then kill some priests. That's what you really wanted to do. Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven. That's when them nuclear missiles going to hit. And this place that you know as America is going to burn like an oven. And all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. The house of Esau is going to be stubble. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. America going to be destroyed, man, thus saith the Bible. Whether I get to see it or my kids get to see it, it's going to be destroyed. Verse 2. But unto you that fear my name, see, this is how important the name is, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in his wings. And ye shall go forth and grow up as cows of the stall. And the Most High going to save us. We read about Thessalonians on them chariots, or which I might call UFOs. And ye shall tread down the wicked, for they shall be ashes under the soles of your feet. In the day that I shall do this, saith the Lord of hosts. And this is what they scared of, losing their kingdom, being up under our feet. Remember ye the law of Moses, my servant, which I commanded unto him in Horeb for all Israel with the statutes and judgments. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the coming of the great and dreadful day of the Lord. So what? Elijah had to come on the scene. The prophets had to come back on the scene through Elijah. Abba Bivens. Okay, prophecy. And he shall turn the heart of the fathers to the children, and the heart of the children to their fathers. Meaning what? Make us back one again. Let us know, yo, we are really the children of Israel. We not the nation of Islam, 12 tribes of Shabbats, which is no such thing. We are the children of Israel. We not Buddhists. We not thugs. Okay, because during the 60s and 70s, you had Esau pushing that black exploitation movies, Superfly and Black Caesar. Abba Bivens came on with a whole nother message, man. We not none of them guys, man. We not drug dealers. We not none of that. We are the children of Israel, man. And that's what they scared of, man. They was always scared of this, man. These prophecies, man. Because these prophecies talks about their destruction. Isaiah 51:22 through 23. Thus saith the Lord, the Lord, and thy power that pleadeth the cause of his people. Behold, I have taken out of thine hand the cup of trembling, even the dregs of the cup of my fury. Thou shalt no more drink it again. So what does that mean? Israel, we not drinking that cup no more. Verse 23, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflicted thee. You see, you got to pay for that, man. You have to pay for that. You've never been judged for that. You always put the makeup over what you did in slavery. Oh, get over it. And now you coming with some damn stimulus check. That's not reparation for us. You know, you want to give $1,200 to the households. That's not reparation for us. Nah, Your reparation is drinking that damn cup. That's how we gonna repay you. Okay? It says, verse 23, but I will put it into the hand of them that afflicted thee, which have said to thy soul, bow down, that we may go over. And thou hast laid thy body as the ground and as the street to them that went over. And they walked all over us, man. They walked all over us, man. When you watch the movies, them videos where they sick the dogs on us, sprayed us with fire hoses, and then they want to act like when you start to wake up to their nonsense and their lies and their BS, oh, you're racist. You're right. This is not fair. Why are you doing this for? You know what I'm saying? You wicked, man. You scared. Revelation 18:6. Reward her even as she rewarded you. Double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled to her double. So you ain't going to just get captivity, slavery, Esau, Edom, you other nations too. You're going to get double. How much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously. Yeah, America always been the top place. She glorified herself and lived, she got fat off of us, man. So much torment and sorrow give her payback. For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow. So she ain't never been, America has never been brung down low. We're going to strip you bare, man. You never caught no L's, man. But you're going to know what it's like to be a widow. You're going to know what it's like to put chains on you. You're going to know what it's like, man. We're going to force them laws down your throat, man. You're going to know what it's like, man, to be oppressed. And that's righteous, man. It says, verse 8, therefore shall her plagues come in one day. It's going to take one day to destroy this place, America. Death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burnt with fire. So the death, the mourning, and famine, and then you're going to get burnt with fire. For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her. And the kings of the earth, who have committed fornication and lived deliciously with her, shall bewail her and lament for her. And when they shall see the smoke of her burning, standing afar off for fear of her torment, you see? Because what's going to happen? When that breaking news happened, the people in France, the UK, they're going to be watching, oh my gosh, America just got destroyed, babe. Look. With their hands over their mouth. Okay? They're gonna lament over you, man. And they're gonna see this place burning, standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, which is America, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come. And this is what these devils don't want, their judgment. Doeg don't want to pay for that. The Edomites don't want to pay for that. But you're going to pay for that. You can't stop prophecy, man. You cannot stop prophecy, man. This is Genesis, the 4th chapter. So Genesis, the 4th chapter. Hold on for a minute. In the 8th verse. It's about Cain and Abel. All right? It says, and Cain talked with Abel, his brother, and it came to pass when they were in the field that Cain rose up against Abel, his brother, and slew him. See, these devils, they more of our brothers, man. These are our actual brothers, man. We're more closely related to them than the damn so-called Africans, man. And I know it sounds crazy. It says, and the Lord said unto Cain, where's Abel thy brother? And he said, I know not. Am I my brother's keeper? And he said, verse 10, what hast thou done? Thou voice of thy brother's blood crieth unto me from the ground. Because when you die, you go right into the spirit realm. And now art thou cursed from the earth, which hath opened her mouth to receive thy brother's blood from thy hand. Verse 12, When thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. And that's why Esau is prophecy. He got to do GMO because the ground is not giving off its proper strength. So now you got cloned animals. You're not following the Levitical law. It says, a fugitive and a vagabond shall thou be in the earth. You see that? You a fugitive, man. What does that mean? A fugitive in the etymology. It says a runaway, a fugitive from justice. So you just been running since the time of Doeg. You've been running. It says a runaway, a fugitive slave. You a slave, but now you moving like you a tyrant. You've been running from your judgment, man. Then it said vagabond. It says wandering. What you been going to and fro. Giving everybody your damn vaccines. Poisoning the earth. This is what you do. That's prophecy. Verse 12. It says, and when thou tillest the ground, it shall not henceforth yield unto thee her strength. A fugitive and a vagabond shalt thou be in the earth. It says, and Cain said unto the Lord, my punishment is greater than I can bear. Behold, thou hast driven me out this day from the face of the earth, and from thy face shall I be hid. And I shall be a fugitive and a vagabond in the earth. And it shall come to pass that every one that findeth me shall slay me. And that didn't happen yet. He knows this. And listen, man, that's why all the nations, everybody in the EU, they're going to launch missiles on your behind, man. They're going to slay you because you are the wicked. Verse 15, and the Lord said unto him, therefore, whosoever slayeth Cain, vengeance shall be taken on him sevenfold. And the Lord set a mark upon Cain, lest any finding him should kill him. And that's when what? You had the so-called, and that mark was what? Taking off his pigment. That's where you get the so-called white man from. That's how you would distinguish, because at that time, everybody was so-called dark-skinned. That's why you see it now with the East Indians. They're dark-skinned. Native Americans. Everybody has hue. Everybody has color. The Arabs have color, beige, brown. You got the so-called Africans. They're more of a darker brown. But Esau, the devil, he's the only one that don't have any, you can see his blood through his skin. He don't have no pigment. And that's why the Most High gave him that mark, because it wasn't time to kill Cain. That's why he said, yo, whoever tried to come at Cain, yo, you're going to get vengeance sevenfold, because Cain is in power. That's why when anybody try to come up against him, they get destroyed. Look at what's going on with Hugo Chavez. Okay? He tried to come against America. They killed him. And then I think the guy name is Maduro. Now they saying that he was moving cocaine. You can't come against this devil. Why? Because the Most High gave him power. But when the Most High, once he reached that time, that limit, guess what? You're going to get slain, man. Verse 16, and Cain went out from the presence of the Lord and dwelt in the land of Nod in the east of Eden. You understand that? This is prophecy, man. He know that he's going to get slain. He's scared of this. Last precept. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. Okay? You Edomites, you so-called white people. And guess what? What we saying as the Hebrew Israelites is that we understand, like you just had a picture of Drake's son. Okay, let me get a picture of Drake's son. Let's get that real quick. This picture just popped up today. Drake's son. Now look at Drake's son. Drake is an Israelite, right? And this woman probably could be an Israelite, but she doesn't look like an Israelite. But Drake got her pregnant. Look at this baby right here. You'll think this baby is a so-called white baby, but he's not. Because what was Israel doing? Israel always was messing with them heathen women. because we lost our way. Let's look at Drake's father. Look at Drake's father. This is the lineage. And Drake's father was a so-called Israelite man. But now look at Drake's son. Okay? And that's why you got to be spiritual when you're bringing out your judgments, man. Because there's a lot of Israelites that's going to look like the so-called white man. A lot of Israelites are going to look like that so-called African. A lot of Israelites are going to look like the so-called Elamite or Ishmaelite, Arabs, East Indians. So that's why you got to be spiritual. And the Most High is really going to be the one that's going to sift that out. Our job is just to prophesy. So I'm going to read it. It says, this is what you're scared of, devil. Revelation 13:9. If any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. You led us into slavery, the transatlantic slave trade. You Arabs had us in slavery. You Persians, you Babylonians, you had us in slavery, man. You Moabites, man. All you nations had their way with us. But mostly important, you damn devils, man. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Right? You use your guns, your weapons. You hung us on trees. You got to be killed the same way. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. This is the house of David having that patience to finally get back Doeg, finally get back Esau, finally get back these other nations. Because we waited patiently. We didn't take it into our own hand. With that being said, I'd like to give infinity honors to our Lord and Savior, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakar Kodash. I pray that this was edifying. All right? But never forget what Doeg and you dirty Edomites did, man. And you're going to pay. Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakar Kodash. Shalom.